Hey everybody, this is Darrell Luster, and I've got something that I think you will appreciate. I think you will enjoy. Definitely will appreciate it, depending upon what your age is. Speaking of age, in just a few days, I will be 59 years old. Now, I didn't say that to try to raise a love offering for myself. However, if you feel led of the Lord and He's tugging at your heart and you want to be a blessing, my cash app is $Darrell Luster. Now, I did say that because I want to share something with you. When you get my age, when you're blessed and fortunate enough to be my age, you have experienced things that some people will never get an opportunity to experience. That's right. Never get an opportunity to witness some of the things that I have. And the reason being is because that ship has sailed. You can't unring that bell. That horse is let out of the barn and he's not coming back. And so you will never get an opportunity to witness some things, maybe like 8-track tapes. You know, some of you know nothing about it. Maybe you know nothing about 33 and the 30 LPs, 45, 78s. I got an opportunity to experience those things. And so now we're into Apple Music and we're into Spotify and Pandora and YouTube and all of these things, which are all great. But I wrote a song one time that says, I like things the way they used to be. You know, it's nothing wrong with where we are now and the easy access and the instant things that we have, the instant grats and all of that good stuff. But there are some things that we experience, the way that we experienced them gave us more, I think, more of an appreciation for what we obtained, for the things that we witnessed, the things that we had to deal with. Such as when I was raising my children, I never will forget telling them that when we were young, at a certain time, 11:30, 12 o'clock, the TV shut off. Not because we shut it off, but because there was no more programming on television. There was something called, what we call snow. And after they did the national anthem or whatever, and them planes went to flying, that was it. And they were shocked. My children were shocked. And I said, well, Daddy, like, what would y'all do? I said, we take our tails to bed. That's what we would do. And so there were a lot of things that we witnessed and dealt with back then that you guys don't have to deal with it now, because now we've got 24-hour television, we got 24-hour radio, and I think that sometimes we don't have the appreciation for those things anymore because there's so much of it, vastness of those things. 8-track tape. I experienced an 8-track tape, and let me tell you something about an 8-track tape for those of you that don't know. You had to literally listen to it for an hour before your favorite song would come back on. Yeah, literally, because there was no skipping around like we do now and no downloading of your favorite song. No, you had to listen to the whole album, learn the whole album, and then you had an appreciation for your favorite song because it came around just about every hour. Unless you learned how to skip around, but that's a whole nother story. 33 and a 30 LP. You listen to the whole project. You didn't want to scratch up that because once you scratched it up, you couldn't listen to it no more. You was jacked up for real. Never will forget when my middle daughter, Darian, first saw an LP. She was a little girl. And she said, oh, Daddy, look at that big CD. This is what she was talking about. This is what Darian was talking about. I never will forget this. I have an appreciation for this, right? Because I remember when this first came out, Nobody's Child. I know every song on this album, know everything about it. Every song, every word. Trust me when I say, Lord, we need your blessings. The Jackson Southerners, every song, every word. Know every musician. Know the photographer. This is what got me into the business because I wanted to, in addition to learning and learning the parts to sing in the background, learning how to sing, learning how to play music and things like that. I was more interested in the business part. I want to know what the publishing was. When I saw publishing information, I want to know what the copyrights were. I want to know who was playing guitar. I want to know who that producer was, what that meant. And that's what got me into the business, and I'm grateful for it. Jimmy Jones, arguably the best bass singer that's ever been in the business. James Cleveland, of course, you know. So let me tell you something. I didn't even know Malaco was still selling LPs. I didn't even know it. I ran across them today, and I stole me. I mean, let me see if I can edit that or overdub it. Anyway, I borrowed some of their albums, take them back. But anyway, if you're itching for some analog, let me tell you something about analog. You don't know anything about that. If you can feel and hear the difference between digital and analog, which digital is what we have today, analog is something that you can't replace. I'm telling you, you can't. Trust me, it is awesome. If you're having that itching for it, give them a call over there at Malaco and find out what they got, because I'm going back up in there and try to replenish some of the stuff that I want. 1-800-272-7936. Ask for Maxie and find out what they got over there if you're having that little itching like I have. So even though I love Apple Music, going to continue to use it, Spotify, Pandora, all of these things that we use today, still, every now and then I got to go back. I like things the way they used to be. And I go way back. One last story, and I promise you, I'm out of here. We were coming up. My mother wasn't as strict as some of the parents that I heard about today. But so we could listen to WSSB during the week. But on Sunday morning, when we got on our way to church, if somebody touched the radio in the car and turned it on WSSB and said, "I'm so tired of being alone," Mama said, "Turn that off." We couldn't do it on Sunday, which I don't understand the logic today. But anyway, no, we couldn't listen to it. And so now, when I get an opportunity and everything is kind of quiet, I go way back and I do something like this. And listen to this sound. This is gonna mess you up when you hear it touch the LP. Listen. What a shame. Oh, a lady at the casino, she lost all her money. She said, "Don't feel sorry for me." No. Can't beat that. You hear that? Don't feel sorry, honey. 1-800-272-7936.